All right, welcome back to Ron's Garage. Been doing some wiring. Not done yet, obviously. Let me turn this radio down. Little 60s on 6 on my Sirius XM. Anyway, I've got a temporary hot lead going from, let's see, I got the battery in. I got the hot and negative leads on. I got my power from the battery up to my circuit breaker. Circuit breaker's jumpered over to this. This red wire is constant 12 volts. This is the a temporary switched 12 volts that I've got going to the circuit breaker. I had to switch these two around because the fan was blowing the wrong way. That was no biggie. So just a little test for you. I don't know if I can make this sit here or not. Well, how am I going to do this? Not right here. Will that work for you? Basically, I'm going to jump out that switch while you watch. Come on. All right, let's try that, see if that works. So I'm going to go from ground to the lead. Blowing toward the motor, which is the right way to pull air in from outside across the radiator and across my transmission cooler right there. So I can take that temporary lead off now, and then when I run from the ACC on the key to out here, then I'll tap into that and come back to here. So yay, one thing is effectively done. Again, I still have to put some of these wires up in a loom and all that stuff, but I'm just kind of just running them for now. I'm paying attention to how much is there, so I know that it'll fit right, but we're getting there. So coolant fan, wiring, check. See you in a while. Bye. All right, welcome back again. I am going to post this today. This is Saturday. It's freaking nice out. It's in the 70s. I'm here working on my car. I've got a lot done. I finished the installation of the shifter. I put a spring in that place where I showed you. So now, let me show that to you. And it doesn't rattle anymore, so that's a bonus. That's a success. I've done a lot of wiring today. I showed you already the fan. I got it wired up. Now understand, these wire locations are not permanent. You know, for instance, you know, some of these are gonna all get in loomed and tucked up under the fender. The lip here on the fender, but I have power up to that. The distributor's wired, the tack and the hot. The wire from the distributor down to the starter is there. The alternator is wired. Now none of these things are tight yet, so I wanted to leave them loose until I finished everything and then go around and tighten them all up. So I was going to do the horns, but I'm tired. So, and the termination for the distributor and the hot for the tack and the hot for the distributor aren't made yet. They're hanging here. There is I don't know if you can see it, but there's a grommet right here that I'm going to run all the wires in. I installed a new grommet because I did hook up my mechanical water pump I got the spark plug wires off, but there it is, center picture. That's not water pump, coolant temperature. And I hooked up my mechanical oil pressure. That copper tube is not what came with the gauges. What came with the gauges was this. I don't have anything against plastic, but metal's always better. Besides, in the kit with the gauges, I only got one ferrule. So I had the nuts for both ends, but I only had one ferrule. So I had to go to AutoZone and buy a whole kit, which was like 13 bucks, that came with the copper tube to hook that gauge up. So, but mechanical oil pressure is hooked up and tightened. Mechanical water temperature is hooked up and tightened. So when I do the oil pressure, I put my tool in the distributor and, you know, run it to get some oil pressure up and going. I'll bleed that line off going up to the gauge. But I can't do that yet because I can't put oil in it yet because I have a little problem. I'm not going to be able to show you this. Well, maybe I can show you this part. This was the old dipstick tube. It looks fine, you know, but it won't go in the hole. I said, well, maybe it's deformed or something that I can't see. So I went online and I bought a new dipstick tube. And it's pretty chrome. Got a nice handle on it, you know. Got O-rings on it. It won't go in the hole either. So I think there is a piece of an old dipstick broke off in there. An old dipstick tube broke off in there. I shot a little video with my my new snake camera, my scope, and I'll tie that at the end of this. It looks to me like there's something there. I've never seen one of these broke off before, so I can't tell for sure. So I'm going to let you guys take a look at it and get your opinions, you know, and see if you can tell me if you think that is, in fact, a piece of a dipstick tube in that hole. And if it is, then, oh boy, that's going to be fun, because I'm going to have to drop the starter and the left front wheel, or the right front wheel, so I can kind of, and jack this thing way up so I can kind of sit in here and figure out how to get that out of there. And of course it's behind the headers. Yay. So anyway, so there's that. But I made some progress today, got some wiring done. If I had oil in the car, I could actually jump it and start it today. But I got to get oil in it first, obviously. I've got coolant in it. I let some of it out when I put that temperature gauge plug in there, but that's easily replaceable. But anyway, progress was made. I feel good. I'm tired. I'm going to go home. I hope you guys will let me know what you think about that dipstick tube. It looks to me like there's something in there, but you know, you guys that have seen them before, maybe you can tell me. So with that, we're good to go. So thanks for watching, and I'll talk to you later. Thanks. Bye.